What is up, guys? I hope that you enjoyed my match reaction. This is my player ratings, though, after Liverpool have beaten Ajax by 2-1. A night filled full of emotion, a night filled full of attacking intent, although we somewhat fired blanks. But at the end, Joe Matip, oh God bless that beautiful Cameroonian German superstar. His header was just about enough to get over the line, and look, you know the rest. We don't like to do it easy at Liverpool, but as long as we get it done, that's all that matters. Now, as you can see, we are going to start with our goalkeeper, and I have to say, he played a massive part in this win tonight for Liverpool. Yes, he didn't have all that much to do from a goalkeeping perspective with regards to saves and all. You couldn't have got near Kudu's goal, to be fair. You put about 10 keepers in there, none of them would have stopped it. I do feel there are a couple of Liverpool outfield players who could have done better, but I'll move on to that in a moment. Keeping with Alisson Becker here, his distribution tonight was top tier. Look at our goal. Yes, it was finished by Mohamed Salah, but it was all started with Alisson's long ball upfield, and then it was the timing of the jump from Diaz, the determination to not only get there first, but to pick out his man, and that all came from Alisson Becker starting off the attack. And it wasn't the first, second or third. He had many great bits of distribution tonight, and was always back there playing sweeper keeper if needs be. So for Mr. Alisson Becker, you get an 8 tonight, sir, and you very much earned your keep. Thank you very much. We move on to Kostas Tsimikas, somebody who divides Liverpool fans a little bit, I feel. I think he's probably done enough tonight to, again, remind Jurgen Klopp that he's a viable option. Particularly, well, do you know what, all around. I was going to say particularly in attack, but tonight he did some good defensive work as well. Sometimes I feel like he has too many crosses blocked, but you know what, I don't want to be negative tonight, because tonight was about players putting the shift in, and he certainly did that. He got up and down that left flank for the entire game, did some important defending when needs to be. So for me, Kostas gets himself a 7, and he's done himself no harm whatsoever. Virgil van Dijk. I mentioned to you guys that I wasn't going to hold Alisson culpable for the goal because he couldn't have stopped it. It was too viciously struck. But Alisson did have a couple of characters in front of him who should have done better. And Virgil van Dijk, to me, has got a worrying trait of not throwing his body in the way of blocking a shot. You might think I'm overreacting a little bit, but Wilfried Zaha's goal for Crystal Palace, Van Dijk gave him the option to shoot by forcing him wide and backed that Zaha wouldn't be able to get it into the corner. He did. Sancho, Manchester United, again, Van Dijk stood off a little bit, and nobody is past criticism from me or any other Liverpool fan. And Van Dijk does a lot of great stuff, but I really felt like he could have done more to close down Kudus there today and thrown himself in the way. Look, I'm being harsh, I know, but that's how these guys need to be judged. Virgil van Dijk has rightly been lauded for his great defensive performances over the years. I'll be honest with you, I think he needs to book his ideas up a little bit as things currently stand. That being said, I'm going to give him a 6 for tonight's performance. Joel Matip, beautiful man, what a man. Did you see the celebration from him when he scored? I don't think I've ever seen as much emotion on his face. He was the saviour in waiting tonight, and if you think I'm just making this up, go back and watch it. But I did tell you he was going to score a header today. I told him in their pre-match build-up show, and I told you that Mohamed Salah was going to score and that Liverpool were going to win as well. So, you know, if you want the lotto numbers, just throw me an email and we'll sort it out. But look, Matip, I'm always more comfortable when Joel Matip is playing. I love Canade, I love Joe Gomez, but this man just encapsulates what I love about centre-backs playing under Jurgen Klopp, and that is he's a ball-playing centre-back. He's good aerially, he doesn't shirk out the challenge physically, and he wanted it tonight, and I loved it, and you can see what it meant to him. So, Joel Matip, for that beautiful header, sir, alone, you're getting a 9 from me, and I don't care if that's been too generous. Look at him. He's beautiful. He deserves it. Trent. Now, people are probably going to expect me to have a pop at Trent here over the goal that we conceded because it came down his side. And yes, it did come down his side, but I don't feel that he was given the support that he needed. Now, bear with me as I go through this. There's a lot of great attributes to Harvey Elliott from an attacking perspective, from a work rate, from an energy, from lots of stuff. He's still young, he's still developing. But what we gain from an attacking perspective with Harvey, I feel like we lose a little bit defensively. Henderson would be far better at covering Trent, as an example. And I feel like Trent could have had a bit more help tonight with the goal. That being said, he was still a good bit away from it. But I feel like Van Dijk also could have got the block in. So look, I don't want to be overly harsh on Trent tonight because he had some good stuff again going forward. Stung the palms of the keeper with a couple of shots. Always willing runner, always willing to get crosses in. So I want to be fair about it. And I'm going to give Trent a 7 tonight. And I think that's a fair reflection of his performance. Fabinho. much, much better from Fabinho today. And I think, you know what? I think he benefits greatly from having Thiago Alcantara alongside him, because if one of them doesn't clear it up, the other one will come along to clear it up, and they do hunt in packs, and I love that about them. Much better tonight from Fabinho. Wasn't shy about getting forward if he needed to be as well, and ultimately I think he's starting to show signs that he's regaining that momentum and that form, and that could be because he has better players around him. Look, we'd all be a bit more comfortable on the pitch if Thiago Alcantara was beside us, but to be fair, I thought it was a good performance from Fabinho. Gonna give him a 7. This man, look at him. Magnificent specimen that he is. Thiago Alcantara, my favourite player. I mean, he's overtaken Bobby for me. I love him. I love him so much. I love him so much it hurts. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's probably verging on stalkery love at this point. But what a performance tonight from Thiago. He was exceptional. Probably my favourite performance of his in a Liverpool shirt. I'm not saying it's his best, but it's my personal favourite. He was everywhere. He was putting himself into tackles in midfield. He was tracking back like an animal. He was closing people down. He was always in the pocket, available for a pass, and he just made everything tick. That was a vintage performance from Thiago Alcantara in Europe, and that is exactly why he was brought into the football club. I'm going to give him a 9. He's my man of the match today. I don't know about you guys, but I thought he was absolutely exceptional. God bless Thiago. Now, Harvey Elliott. Wasn't his night tonight, to be fair, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. There was a train of thought from some Liverpool fans, some within our own channel as well, that sometimes Harvey's positions are taking up Mo's positions, and that can be a little bit too troublesome at times because it condenses us into a very small area where we're just got too many players in it. And I have to say, I've seen that at times tonight. If you're going to have Trent attacking the right side, if you're going to have Salah attacking the right side, I think Harvey should tuck inside a little bit more. I'm sure his game will evolve over time. He's still a very young man. I love having him at the football club. I cannot wait to watch his career develop. And I don't want to be overly harsh tonight, but it wasn't his best performance. So I'm going to give him a 6, but better days will come. And I won't critique him very often because I love the guy. I really do. I feel like I'm loving everyone tonight. Speaking of loving everyone tonight, there he is, the opening goal scorer, the man himself, Mohamed Salah. Look, we said Mohamed Salah hadn't got his shooting boots on for a while. And there was a couple of chances tonight that he probably could have done a bit better with as well. But when the big chance came early in the game, when Diogo Jota selflessly played the ball across, we knew Mo was going to slot home. And he did. And he deserved it. Because once again, he ran the hard yards tonight. And even when he isn't in form, he doesn't shirk responsibility. He doesn't hide on the pitch. He's always available. Always plays with a smile on his face, even if he's missing opportunities. So tonight, I'm going to give Mohamed Salah an 8. Because I thought it was a much better performance from him. And again, I do think when Harvey Elliott gets used to the space that he should be taking up, and when maybe Salah gets used to Darwin, I expect even more. I'm not saying the floodgates are going to open just yet, but again, it's a positive sign. So well done to Mo, and I'm pretty confident about that 8. I think it's pretty fair. Diaz. Bit of everything from Lucho tonight. Some good, some bad, some frustrating, some heavy touches. But again, always there with the work rate, always putting himself in where it hurts, and he came so close on a few occasions. People talk about Sadio Mane and the impact his leaving the club has had a lot, but I honestly do not feel that there's anybody out there that we could have brought in to try and replicate Sadio as much as this man. He's got the same bundles of energy, he's got the same enthusiasm, the same love of the game, the same determination, and yes, he will have better nights than tonight. He's been our saviour at times, scored some good goals this season already, but I like him, and I think tonight was a bit frustrating for him, so might be a bit harsh, but I'm going to give him a 6 because I think he can do better, and I think he will do better moving on. Bobby Firmino came off the bench, and you know what? He looked the part. He did look the part, some intelligent movement. Again, dropping into that space between the lines was always the link-up play from a counter-attacking perspective when he came onto the pitch. Great to see him rediscovering some form. Very happy for him. 7 for me, for Bobby, for the time that he was on the pitch. And that, as you can see, we've come back around to Alisson Becker, concludes my player ratings. Just to confirm again, my man of the match today was Thiago Alcantara. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. We are closing in on 150,000 subscribers as well. We're really close. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. Tomorrow, you can see the highlights from the watch along. They'll be up, but I won't be putting any new videos out tomorrow because I will be away at a gig. So thank you guys for your continued support. Drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We won. It wasn't pretty, but we won. Who cares? A win is a win is a win.